The Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2020 is set to take place in Warsaw, the capital of Poland. The country received the right to host when it won the 2019 edition with the song, "Superhero", by Vicky Gabor. It would be the third time Warsaw hosts a Eurovision event, after the Eurovision Young Musicians 1994 and the Eurovision Young Dancers 2005, and the first time a JESC is held in the same country in 2 consecutive years. After Poland's victory in the 2019 contest on home soil in Gliwice, the Director General of Polish broadcaster Telewizja Polska (TVP), Jacek Kurski, stated that the country would apply to host the event again in 2020. However, Kurski stated that the possibility of 2 consecutive editions of the event in Poland could be frowned upon by the EBU. After a period of uncertainty, in the last week of December 2019, it was reported by the newspaper Wyborcza that some city councillors in the city of Kraków were expressing interest in taking the proposal that the contest to be held at the city, focused on Torun Arena. A few days later, on 8 January 2020, the proposal was discussed at the city council and accepted by the majority of its members. Poland was confirmed as the host country in March 2020. Current champion, Vicky Gabor, also expressed her desire for the event to be held in Kraków, her place of residence. The host city has yet to be announced, but local newspaper Gazeta Krakowska informed that the event will go to Kraków on the basis of a contract under which the city will make available the necessary locations, including Torun Arena, and TVP will deal with financial issues. Following the cancellation of the Eurovision Song Contest 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, work on the event was suspended indefinitely. On 16 May 2020, during the airing of Eurovision, Europe Shine a Light, it was confirmed that the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2020 would be held in a studio in Warsaw on 29 November. Junior Eurovision 2019 winner Vicky Gabor also revealed the competition's logo and slogan during the broadcast. Key, host venue. The theme for the contest, #MoveTheWorld, was revealed on 16 May 2020, during the airing of Eurovision, Europe Shine a Light by Junior Eurovision 2019 winner Vicky Gabor. The creative concept behind the slogan is that, as children, we mistakenly believe all important things are done by renowned people, scientists, astronauts, athletes and actors. We want to become them because, in our eyes, they are the ones moving the world. But this is not the case. Every day, millions of people around the world perform their day-to-day duties with capability and care. Together, they are the ones really moving the world. This year's slogan honors the collective power we hold together. In January 2020, the European Broadcasting Union (EBU) announced that the Swedish Martin Osterdahl would become the new executive supervisor of the Eurovision Song Contest after the 2020 edition, succeeding Jan-Ola Sand. Prior to the appointment, Osterdahl had been an executive producer for the 2013 and 2016 adult contests, and had been a member of the Eurovision Song Contest reference group between 2012 and 2018. The following countries have confirmed their intent to participate. For a country to be eligible for potential participation in the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, it needs to be an active member of the EBU. Bulgaria. In December 2019, Bulgarian national television stated that they had no plans to return to the contest at the time, as it was consolidating its participation in the adult contest. However, in July 2020, they stated that the broadcaster was looking to return to the contest in 2021 and had not completely ruled out the possibility of returning to the contest in 2020. Bulgaria last participated in 2016. Denmark. In April 2020, Danish broadcaster Dr. stated that they would not return to the contest in 2020, with head of entertainment Jan Lagerman Lundme stating that they did not want children to play adults. Denmark last participated in 2005. Greece. In June 2020, it was reported that Greek broadcaster ERT was seriously considering returning to the contest in 2020. However, weeks later, it was revealed that the broadcaster had decided not to return to the contest in 2020. Greece last participated in 2008. Iceland. In December 2019, The Icelandic head of delegation for the Eurovision Song Contest Felix Bergsson revealed that no decision had yet been made regarding a potential debut in the contest. Italy, Rai Gulp previously stated in an Instagram story dated 4 November 2019 that they would be participating in the 2020 contest. However, in July 2020, they stated that they had yet to make a decision on participation. North Macedonia. In May 2020, the Macedonian head of delegation for Junior Eurovision revealed that no decision had yet been made regarding the country's participation in the contest. Portugal. In July 2020, Portuguese broadcaster Radio e Televisão de Portugal stated that while no formal announcement would be made until the end of that week, they were, highly likely, to confirm their participation. Sweden. In January 2020, head of SVT Barn Safa Safiari stated that Sveriges Television, SVT, had no plans at the time to return to the contest, having concluded that it does not fit the mix we want on our content. Nonetheless, the broadcaster did not rule out participation in the future. Sweden last participated in 2014. United Kingdom. In July 2020, the BBC stated that it was considering participation in 2020. Scotland. In June 2019, BBC Alba stated that talks had taken place that could enable its participation in 2020. However, in April 2020, the broadcaster announced that it had no plans to debut at the contest in 2020. Wales. In April 2020, it was reported that Welsh broadcaster S4C and production company Rondo Media had stopped any decision on Junior Eurovision participation due to the situation caused by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. On 14 July 2020, it was confirmed that Wales would not participate in 2020 due to the pandemic, with hopes of returning to it in 2021. The following countries and broadcasters confirmed their non-participation without offering further explanation. Australia. In July 2020, Australian broadcaster SBS announced that they would not participate in the 2020 contest due to COVID-19 restrictions and concerns. Germany. TBA Kika Netherlands, TBA NPO Zap.